All right. Let me explain what's going on with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And I'm a true Cowboys fan, so I can say this, right? But let me tell y'all what's going on right now. And then I'm gonna address this to Shannon Sharp, right? Skip Bayless, and especially Skip Bayless, because that was very harsh, man. To say that because the Cowboys are franchising Dak Prescott, they don't care about him. No, 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 no. You got to understand something right now, Skip. The Cowboys have not won anything since 95, 96, right? Okay, so you to sit there and say that the Cowboys franchising Dak shows you they don't care. Like, no, Dak don't care about them. Dak is not showing that he's grateful to even be the starter because they was trying to give him a contract. They was offering Dak, what was it, 33, 30 something million, right? You gotta understand, Jerry Jones is not gonna pay you the money he feels you're not worth. Okay? Right? He gave Dak Prescott a chance to try to lead the team. They're still not going nowhere, right? And it's like I said, so Skip, like I said, I'm gonna address you before I continue, right? Because I've and even Shannon Sharp, right? Because for those who watch the channel, you know how I feel about Shannon Sharp, man. These guys are way too freaking biased. Also on first take, right? I'm gonna address Snoop Dogg. I feel Snoop Dogg had no business coming, man. Snoop always wants to say something. Snoop says things that gets him into a lot of trouble. I know it's, man. Snoop wants to be open about everything, right? Snoop does things for attention. Okay, don't get me wrong. I got a lot of respect for Snoop, right? I appreciate what Snoop Dogg has done for the community, right? I listen to his music. I defended this man's son for choosing his son choosing to be what he is, right? But Snoop Dogg is too open opinionated nowadays, especially since he's not putting out that much music. I feel Snoop should have just left that alone. Like, Snoop is a Steeler fan. He got no business commenting about the Dallas Cowboys. The Steelers got enough problems as it is right now, right? First of all, in the case of Snoop Dogg, let me get this out the way now. Snoop, those Steelers are basically did not make the playoffs neither. Big Ben has gotten injured again, like a season-ending injury with a broken arm, broken elbow, right? Y'all done went through two different quarterbacks. Mason Rudolph then got suspended, right, for that fight he did on the field with Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns, right? The Steelers got enough issues as it is because look like Mike Tomlin might be on the hot seat next. Look like Mike Tomlin might be out of there, right? If you're a Steelers fan, y'all got to worry about your own issues. Get off by Dallas Cowboys, right? Worry about your own team as of right now. And that goes for Snoop Dogg and any other Steelers fan. Worry about your team right now. Because last time I checked, y'all didn't make the playoffs at all, right? Last time I checked, y'all kept losing to the New England Patriots. Tom Brady has one up y'all for the last 10 years. Y'all ain't done absolutely nothing, right? And when you was in the last Super Bowl, y'all lost to the Green Bay Packers in our house, in AT&T Stadium, right? So Snoop, right, for you to sit there and say, oh, Dak Prescott deserves to get all that money, what has Dak done any differently than Tony Romo? Matter of fact, and this is Jerry Jones who gave Dak Prescott the team, sat Tony Romo down and gave him the team. So don't ever mention, don't ever try to say don't ever try to talk about Jerry Jones and what he should be doing, right? Because Jerry Jones has been patient enough as it is, but you gotta understand the frustration, Snoop. Jerry Jones is serious about winning. I repeat, he is serious about winning. This ain't the same Cowboys no more, right? Now we done got rid of Jason Garrett, right? But remember, Dak Prescott was at quarterback, right? Snoop. Dak Prescott was the leader of the team, right? He's the captain. Okay. The Cowboys lost to the New York Giants. Okay. The New York Giants, who are literally, man, horrible. Okay. We lost to the New York Giants, right? Dak Prescott loses to an Eagles team that we should have beat. The Eagles was on third string. The Eagles had to go with their whole practice squad. We lost to them, Snoop. So just think about that, Snoop. Go back, Snoop, and go watch that game when we lost against the Eagles. And that should tell you why Prescott ain't getting the money, right? Why he not getting Ryan Tannehill type money. And I'm going to get to him in a few minutes because I'm going to address Shannon Sharp with that. This is why he's not getting paid like Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Patrick Mahomes, because, again, he didn't win. So, Snoop, again, you need to worry about your Steelers because last time I checked, right, Dak was in the playoffs against the Rams and lost, right? See, Max Cameron want to bring up Jared Goff. Jared Goff got his team to the Super Bowl, okay? Jared Goff got there already, right? He played against the New England Patriots, right? He has an NFC championship. He has what Dak Prescott still ain't got, right? It is an NFC championship game, right? The Cowboys have just as good as a team as the Rams. Okay? Let's just be honest. Right? But Jared Goff got his team to the Super Bowl. Jared Goff made it out the second round. All right? Dak till this day still ain't did that, right? And Dak has been there at least 4 seasons already, right? He's been there He's been there fourth. This is like going on his fourth, fifth season, right? He's been already, right? He's had time. But they're not going to pay this man the money. They're not going to pay him all this money. He's not producing. Okay? Right? And this is a Mike McCarthy decision too. You forget, Snoop Dogg, Mike McCarthy does have a ring, right? So there's a reason why they're so reluctant to give Dak Prescott the money. So again, Snoop, you need to worry about your team. Worry about your Steelers. They got enough issues as it is. Again, Snoop, I love you. I got nothing but respect for you, brother, but you have no business even coming on here, right? To go on First Take and talk about my Cowboys, y'all, the Steelers got enough problems as it is. Okay? Because the rate the Steelers going to Steelers, y'all need to draft you another quarterback. I'll be very honest, man. You need a big man need to retire. You need to get him out the way, right? Either if y'all not gonna go with Mason Rudolph, you're not gonna go with the Duck, and then y'all need to find you another quarterback too. So y'all got problems y'all got enough problems as it is. And notice this too, right? I don't see no brothers on y'all team, right, Snoop? Since you sit up here and talk about Jerry Jones, right? Or they because he black, right? He not getting paid money. I don't see no black quarterbacks on your squad, right? There's no more Cordell Stewarts. There's no Charlie Batch, and Charlie Batch ain't never really had playing time like that, right? Ain't no black quarterbacks on y'all team. Y'all paying them that money, right? Snoop, you and like everybody else, along with Black Lives Matter, and complain about Colin Kaepernick, right? You see the Steelers trying to go out the way to sign a black quarterback? Hell no. No, worry about your own team right now, right? Yeah, y'all got 6. Y'all technically better than our Cowboys. We need one more. We can tie, right? So worry about your team. Don't worry about us, right? Now, let me get this Shannon Sharp, right? Uncle Shay, right? Let's get on Shannon Sharp, right? Now, you got the nerve to mention Ryan Tannehill, right? In the same sentence as Dak Prescott, right? First of all, man, Dak Prescott down the level of Ryan Tannehill. Okay? Let's be honest, right? This is the Tennessee Titans team that was 9-7. Okay? Marcus Mariota didn't do nothing at all. Okay? He was a disappointment. Ryan Tannehill in this one season basically did what no other Tennessee quarterback was able to do besides Eddie George, right? Ryan Tannehill was able to get the Tennessee Titans to the AFC Championship game just like Eddie George and Steve McNair did back in 99, 2000. Derrick Henry was basically Eddie George, and Ryan Tannehill was basically Steve McNair. Of course, he's not Air McNair in any way because Air McNair, may God rest his soul, that's a legend. But again, the Tennessee Titans ain't been in an AFC Championship game since the early 2000s. 99, 2000, right? Remember, Shannon Sharp, you was on the Ravens then, right? The Titans went to the Super Bowl the year before your Baltimore Ravens defeated the New York Giants, okay? Ryan Tannehill not only knocked off the New England Patriots, right, who was the reigning NFL champions. This is a Patriots team who's been to 2 Super Bowls in a row in the last 2 years, right? And the Titans knocked them off in the wild card round. Then they go into Baltimore, okay? And they ball out. Ryan Tannehill took Lamar Jackson to school. He showed Lamar Jackson how you're supposed to win football games. Lamar Jackson was frustrated, right? This is a Ryan Tannehill who had the Tennessee Titans up the entire game. The Baltimore Ravens didn't lead not once. Ryan Tannehill made plays downfield. It wasn't just all Derrick Henry, right? Yeah, Derrick Henry was a major factor, but Ryan Tannehill did make plays with his arm. Okay? Let's get that out the way now. Lamar Jackson threw interception. He got picked off that game. Ryan Tannehill didn't really hardly throw no interceptions like that, right? Ryan Tannehill did not get picked off as more times that Lamar Jackson did, right? So this is why Ryan Tannehill is getting that money, right? Because the Tennessee Titans believe that through Tannehill, they got a quarterback. And Tannehill just proved the reason why he should still have a job. He just proved that the Miami Dolphins is just a horrible franchise, right? That's all Ryan Tannehill proved. Remember, this is Ryan Tannehill who also got the Miami Dolphins their only playoff appearance in the last 15 years, right? Remember, back in 2016, this is Ryan Tannehill who got them 10 wins. And yes, he got injured. He didn't get a chance to play in the series with Miami, but he did get them there. Okay, Shannon? Right? So since you want to bring up Ryan Tannehill, Dak Prescott still ain't did what Ryan Tannehill did, right? Dak Prescott didn't beat the New England Patriots. Ryan Tannehill did. Dak did not beat the New England Patriots. And we seen that in during the season, right? So again, Shannon, you wonder why the Cowboys are franchise tagging Dak Prescott? Now you know why. Yeah, Skip. Now you know why. Dak Prescott still ain't done no different than Tony Romo. Jerry Jones ain't having another 8-8 season no more, right? He's tired of disappointments. This is Dak Prescott who should have beat the Philadelphia Eagles. This man lost to a Philadelphia Eagle defense that was full of third-string guys. The Eagles was full of bench players, okay? And the Cowboys failed to make the playoffs, right? Jerry Jones ain't playing no more. He's not. He's tired of losing. He's fed up. He done went through 20 years of this. He ain't going through it no more, right? We need a quarterback that's going to get us to the playoffs. We need a quarterback that's not only going to get us to the playoffs, they're going to get us out the second round, right? So by franchise tagging Dak Prescott, they're going to give Dak Prescott a chance to show that he has to work hard. See, Dak is not in the same boat as Ezekiel Elliott. See, Ezekiel Elliott is a commodity that we need. Okay, we can't afford to lose Ezekiel Elliott. Because notice, when Ezekiel Elliott is not in the game, the Cowboys don't have the same type of success. They don't win as many games, right? Matter of fact, perfect example, right? 2 years ago when Dak was going through that court case and he was suspended for like 7 games because Roger Goodell said so, right? Despite him beating that case, right, with that woman, we all know how that went down, right? When Dak was suspended for like 7 games, the Cowboys struggled big time. And again, this was Dak Prescott, that quarterback, right? Again, the other running backs were not on Ezekiel Elliott's level. And let's just be honest, Ezekiel Elliott won Rookie of the Year. Of course, Zeke decided to share it with Dak, but it was Ezekiel Elliott's rushing yards who got the Cowboys them 12 wins. Because Dak couldn't even beat the New York Giants the second time, right? The Giants beat the Dallas Cowboys. He couldn't beat the Odell Beckham New York Giants at all with Bob McAdoo coaching him. This wasn't Tom Coughlin coaching him. This was McAdoo, right? So don't get me wrong now. And I basically, in my early YouTube videos, in my first year doing YouTube, I basically testified for Dak Prescott. I made a case for Dak Prescott, right? I was basically everybody who's subscribed to the channel, you know you my witness, right? I made cases and proved why Dak Prescott should have been a starter in the first place, right? But again, I gotta give this brother just equal responsibility as Jason Garrett and everybody else. The Cowboys have not been that impressive. Dak still has not won enough games to prove that he should be worth no 100 million, right? No 50, 60 million. The money that Lamar Jackson is getting and Patrick Mahomes is getting, Dak Prescott ain't worth that money. Again, Dak Prescott is not the MVP of the league, okay? He's not Offensive Player of the Year, okay? Patrick Mahomes is a Super Bowl champion. Patrick Mahomes just won Super Bowl 54, right? And he was last year's MVP. He's worth 50 million. Lamar Jackson broke Michael Vick's record and is the MVP. Even though, yeah, he got bounced out by the Tennessee Titans, this is only his sophomore year, right? So the money the Baltimore Ravens just gave Lamar Jackson, Lamar deserves that, right? Dak still to this day is not an MVP player, okay? Let's just call it for what it is. I'm not making excuses for nobody. I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm a real Cowboys fan, right? But I'm going to hold everybody accountable. The team did horribly, okay? Yeah, so the problem is Dak is looking at what Zeke did and letting it get to his head. No, the Cowboys had to do what they do to keep Zeke, right? They had to persuade Zeke to stay there because we couldn't afford to lose Zeke. Because if the Cowboys lose Ezekiel Elliott, that's it. We're not going to find another running back to replace him, right? Again, Ezekiel Elliott is the leader of that team. He's the nucleus that keep that offense going, right? The Cowboys have won Super Bowls off running backs. We've seen this with Emmitt Smith. With Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman was able to lead the Cowboys to 3 Super Bowls, okay? Remember, Tony Dorsett back in the 1970s, Shannon, right? You, of all people, should know this already, right? The Cowboys have won Super Bowls off running backs. So Ezekiel Elliott is a must-have. All right, for Mike McCarthy to really have that offense going, you need Ezekiel Elliott there. But this is how I feel up to this point. Because Dak is not showing that he's thankful at all, right? After everything Jerry Jones has done for this man, right? Jerry Jones, first of all, it's rare that Jerry Jones gives. And I mean, let me be honest right now too, right? Dak is not the only black quarterback the Cowboys have had starting for them, right? You've had Rodney Peete, right? Back in the what was it, like the early 90s, right? I think this was like after this was before Troy Aikman got there right in the 80s. You had Rodney Peete, then you had Quincy Carter all that time in the early 2000s, right? After Troy Aikman retired, you had Quincy Carter, right? So for those who keep calling Jerry Jones racist, act like he don't care about the black man. Jerry Jones had 2 other black quarterbacks start for the Cowboys besides Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott ain't the only one, okay? But Jerry Jones wants results, okay? Jerry Jones is tired of losing. Okay, so this is why I gotta make this video to basically let y'all know what's going on right now, right? Jerry Jones ain't having it no more, right? Now you seen how he got rid of Garrett, right? Jerry Jones gave Garrett the boot because he got tired of losing. Management sick of losing. These players are tired of losing, right? They got Garrett out of it, right? He hired Mike McCarthy, right? Now I meant to make a video on Mike McCarthy, right? And Jason Garrett. But I'm just going to let you know this right now. Mike McCarthy is a Super Bowl winner. This man took a Green Bay Packer team that was a wild card team to the Super Bowl, right? So Jerry Jones obviously serious. You heard him in that press conference, right? He said this is a we decision. So Shannon, Skip, Snoop, right? You, Max Cameron, y'all don't think that Jerry Jones had a conversation with Mike McCarthy about Dak Prescott? Y'all don't think that they didn't analyze Dak, and you don't think they didn't assess Dak and they felt that he's not worth the money? Come on, again, Snoop, you too. Come on, Shannon. Go back and look at the season. The Cowboys lost to the New York Giants, right? Who was horrible, who was booty, right? The whole season. Okay? They lost to the New Orleans Saints. This is Dak who couldn't beat the New Orleans Saints, right? That you had a chance. You beat them last year with Drew Brees. Why you couldn't beat Teddy Bridgewater, right? Drew Brees was not even playing most of that season. This man was out, right? You lost to the second string quarterback of the New Orleans Saints that he could have beat. He couldn't beat the Saints, right? Again, you lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. That was a bunch of third string guys making Carson Wentz look good. This is Carson Wentz who still to this day had not one playoff appearance, right? This is his first time he's ever been in playoffs, and he failed, right? Remember last year around this time, this guy was out for the last 2 years, right? So he lost to Carson Wentz, who you've beaten before. Okay, look at all the games Prescott has lost to, right? And you mean to tell me they finna give this man 60, 70 million? Hell no. And Snoop, this is another thing I'm gonna say to you too, right? Snoop, put yourself in Jerry Jones' shoes right now, right? If Dak Prescott was your quarterback, let's say if you was the owner of the Cowboys, or let's say you was running the Steelers right now, or you was running an NFL franchise and Prescott is your quarterback, right? And your team in the last 3 years have gone 8-8, right? They go to the playoffs, they lose in the second round. Okay, Snoop. Dak Prescott loses to 1-4 teams that's under 500. And he's getting picked off 2 or 3 times, right? He's not making accurate throws. Then would you be giving him money? Okay? See, you people who are pro-black, you gotta get the race card out of it and just this comes down to business, okay? Because at the end of the day, Jerry Jones ain't calling him the N-word at all. He has nothing but respect for all his black athletes, okay? Let's get the race car out of it for once, right? Football is about business, okay? It's the same reason why I made all these videos about Colin Kaepernick. The reason why Colin Kaepernick was a 49er because he didn't want to be there no more. Not to mention the 49ers gave Kaepernick a pay cut because he was losing too many games, right? Before he even took a knee, right? Tom Silla had to bench Kaepernick because they had lost like 13 games. Colin Kaepernick had lost like 9-10 games in a row. Okay? So again, leave the race card out of it. I can't make no more excuses for the Cowboys no more, right? Yeah, don't get me wrong. I like Prescott. Don't get me wrong. He's a great man on and off the field, but the Cowboys are not getting results. These Cowboy fans are becoming impatient. The management is becoming very impatient. Even Stephen Jones, right? Jerry Jones' son, right? Management have all discussed this. There are players who are probably don't want Prescott there no more, right? Who are not. This is nothing y'all gotta still understand. This is a locker room issue too, because there are players on the team who probably don't want Prescott there no more, right? They're getting tired of losing, right? You got guys like Travis Frederick, right? You got other receivers there like Michael Gallup, Randall Cobb. You got guys there who are not impressed with Prescott. So you got to understand, this is a team decision. There's a reason why they're not trying to give him that money, because there's players on that Cowboys team who probably don't want Prescott there. They want to go with somebody else. Because I feel if the Cowboys was to let go of Dak Prescott, they could pick up Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater would be way better for us than Prescott. I'm going to be honest right now. And I'm kind of hurt that the Saints did Bridgewater like that, because Teddy Bridgewater deserved to be a starter, right? Again, Snoop, I don't see you talk about the New Orleans Saints, right? Drew Brees should retire. This is Teddy Bridgewater who won 7 games in a row, right? While Brees was injured, this man basically is the main reason why the Saints was able to finish the going into the NFL playoffs as a second seed, right? Teddy Bridgewater. Drew Brees should be retired right now, right? This is the New Orleans Saints that gave Brees all this money instead of re-signing Bridgewater. So again, Stu, why are you not talking about the New Orleans Saints? I noticed you ain't talking about them. You ain't talking about Bridgewater. But you want to get on the Cowboys? Nah. Yeah, Skip. Yeah, Shannon. Where's your Teddy Bridgewater talking? I don't see you talking nothing about Teddy Bridgewater at all. None of you see what's wrong with that picture, right? But you want to get on the Cowboys, right? But y'all don't want to make a case for Teddy Bridgewater? No, man, that's not happening. I'm not letting it go down like that. No, don't get on my squad right now. This is the New Orleans Saints. I made a video about that before. Go watch my New Orleans Saints video, the video I did on Brees and Brady, right? This is Brees, who's 42 years old, who should be retired right now. This is the Saints who got Tyson Hill and Teddy Bridgewater, who you can both have under your contract. You could give the money you give in Breeze, you could give Teddy Bridgewater and Tyson Hill and have 2 quarterbacks for the future, right? And compete for next year. Instead of giving Teddy Bridgewater a chance to be the franchise quarterback, you're going to let this man walk. That's retarded. That's dumb as hell. Okay? Now, I'll be honest. If Teddy Bridgewater was on the Cowboys battling Dak out, Teddy Bridgewater would be the starter right now. Right? Let's say if Teddy Bridgewater was on the Cowboys and him and Ezekiel Elliott, and him and Dak Prescott would have a battle right now and see who Zeke would choose more, I believe that Zeke would choose Bridgewater over Dak to run that offense. Right? If the Cowboys was to do a vote right now and they say which quarterback out of Teddy Bridgewater and Dak Prescott should be the starter, they would most likely choose Bridgewater. Okay? So again, y'all need to get off my Cowboys. Okay? Shannon, you especially, right? Since you so biased, right? You kiss LeBron James behind all the time. In this case, man, no, you're wrong, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, I've gotten you about your LeBron James, LeBron James takes, right? But this is ridiculous. Come on now, how's Dak Prescott worth all this money? This man has still not done any better than Tony Romo. Dak Prescott has still to this day not gotten out the second round. Yeah, he's beating the Seattle Seahawks, right? I'll give him that, right? He's beating the Seahawks, right? But again, he couldn't beat the LA Rams. Okay? He could not beat the Rams. Shannon, you gonna forget about that game 2 years ago when we was in the playoffs and Dak Prescott got blown out by the Rams? He got shut down. Okay? Jerry Jones is tired of losing. Stephen Jones is tired of losing. The Cowboys offensive line ain't gonna put up with it no more. They're not gonna block with somebody that's not willing to make the necessary moves capable of. They're not gonna block for somebody that's not capable of going to a Super Bowl. I'm just be honest, man. See, that's another thing too, man. The Cowboys keep losing like this, we're gonna lose other guys, other veterans. We don't need to be losing, right? Van Der Esch gonna walk out of there, right? Byron Jones is already gone. Okay, we need a quarterback that we need to find us a Patrick Mahomes. Okay, we need to find us a Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. We need to find us a Tom Brady. We need to find one of those quarterbacks, right? I'm be honest, man. I've gave Dak Prescott a chance, but I gotta hold him accountable. This man is the leader of the team. He's the captain of the team, right? He's the quarterback. He is just as equally responsible for losing games as Jason Garrett is, right? So again, the Cowboys have to do what they have to do to win a Super Bowl. And if that means letting Prescott go and franchise tagging him, so be it. Okay? But anyways, folks, that's the video, man. I don't mean to rant on, but I'm just gotta set the record straight, right? Because I ain't gonna have nobody talk about my Cowboys, talk about the Cowboys situation. You got 31 other teams who in much worse situations, not named the Chiefs, right? You got the 49ers who still can't win a Super Bowl, right? This is Jimmy Garoppolo. You look at the 49ers, right? You got Kyle Shanahan that done exactly what he did in Atlanta, right? And that's another thing too, right? Y'all want to talk about the Cowboys, but you say the Cowboys should replace. You said you want to talk about the Cowboys, right? But y'all said that the 49ers should replace Jimmy Garoppolo with Tom Brady. Now remember, Skip, y'all said that, right? You said that on First Take, right? You brought up all these cases who the 49ers should replace Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo may not even be the problem. It's Kyle Shanahan, right? This man, instead of running the football, going to choose to have Garoppolo keep passing it and got shut down and picked off, right? The exact same way he lost to New England. New England came back from being down 26 points. Okay? Again, there's so many other teams right now that got more problems than the Cowboys. Okay? Look at the Cleveland Browns, right? Jacksonville Jaguars. Okay? There's plenty of teams y'all need to talk about. Look at the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray needs help, right? He needs more receivers. Like Denard Hopkins they just got. They need to get win the Cardinals need to figure out what they're going to do to get them better, right? You got other teams, like I said, the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's who y'all need to be talking about. When is Big Ben going to retire? Okay? Who's going to be the Steelers' next quarterback? That's who y'all need to be discussing right now, right? Since y'all want to get on my Cowboys all the freaking time, right? There's other teams right now in way more bad situations, right? You got other teams in locker rooms that's in turmoil right now. They don't know what they're trying to do. Look at the Detroit Lions, right? That's another team. That's another franchise y'all need to be worried about, right? The New Orleans Saints, right? I just told you, right? They got issues right now, okay? Because for the last 3 years, they failed miserably, right? Under Drew Brees. So shouldn't I tell you that Drew Brees should not be there right now, right? Yeah, again, man, y'all. First take on speed. You want to get on my Cowboys about Dak Prescott's contract situations. What about all these other quarterbacks right now, right? Look at the Miami Dolphins, okay? You got Larry, you got Fitzpatrick over there, right? They're not using Rosen. So again, you got there's other teams right now that's horrible. That's in a bad situation, right? Even the New York Giants, right? Eli Manning's going, right? If it's not Daniel Jones, who else they gonna have, right? And Jason Garrett's not offensive coordinator over there. Okay? So again, man, y'all need to get off my team and worry about these other teams, right? Y'all need to worry about Jameis Winston. You need to worry about Cam Newton, okay? Right? The Denver Broncos don't got no quarterback neither, right? Look at their situation, right? It's so many other teams right now y'all could be talking about, right? But you wanna make Jerry Jones the bad guy? Look at all these other owners. Jerry Jones has more rings than a majority of. Matter of fact, Jerry Jones has more Super Bowl rings. He's won more championships, right? In his years with the Dallas Cowboys than about at least about 25 other owners. Okay? There's at least 20 some owners, 27 teams right now that don't have half the accolades that Jerry Jones, let alone the Hall of Famers that Jerry Jones has. Okay, this is Jerry Jones who won 3 Super Bowls with the Dallas Cowboys and turned that whole city around. So the man should know what he's doing, right? Okay, man, I'm tired of it, right? But I'm not going to have it no more, right? Get off Dak, get off Jerry Jones, get off my owner. Y'all need to worry about your other teams right now, right? Don't get on my Cowboys, Shannon. Don't get on my Cowboys, Snoop. Max Kellerman. Worry about teams you're a fan of, Stephen A. Smith. You a Giants fan, right? The Giants have done absolutely nothing, right? Tom Coughlin got fired. McAdoo got fired too, right? ODB is gone. What the Giants going to do? Okay? Anyways, folks, that's the video for all my Cowboys fans. I'm just letting you know what's going on right now. Shouts out to Mark Holmes, right? Mark Holmes got all the news, right? He can even shed some light better than I can on this situation. Because I'm pretty sure I didn't see the latest video on Mark Holmes, right? I'm going to tune in to his channel to see an update. But I'm pretty sure, man, Mark Holmes already talked about this too. Because this is ridiculous, right? No, man, the Cowboys need a quarterback that's willing and ready to take the Cowboys to the Super Bowl, right? They need a quarterback that's going to win games and bring results. Dak has not been that impressive at all. Okay, yeah, Jason Garrett ain't had the right play call. I give him that, but again, Prescott is the one at quarterback, right? He's the one that got to throw the football. He's the one that got to that's to run plays and shift guys, right? He has to throw to his receivers. He has not made accurate throws to Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, drop passes by this dude. He has gotten picked off, right? So let's not act like Prescott is perfect, because Prescott still is not an MVP player, right? He's not Offensive Player of the Year. He's none of that, okay? Anyways, man, y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. I'll see you soon.